Hi everyone, welcome to Ekascloud. Today I'm going to explain about the types of cloud computing, virtualization, hypervisor, and the types of hypervisor. The main types of cloud computing available are public, private, and hybrid cloud computing. Public cloud. Here the cloud is owned and operated by a third-party cloud service provider. So we are going to have a management group to take care of all the provisioning and all the engagement of cloud itself, and then we will make that services available in public cloud. The services are available to the public with a single sign-in. So just like any other application, we can just sign into the account, and once we are in the account, we can access all the resources available within that public cloud. The cloud environment is partitioned and redistributed to multiple tenants. As you can see here in the picture, there will be this public cloud which is partitioned into very small pieces, and each pieces can be accessed by each tenant or each customer. The most known public cloud services available are Microsoft Azure, AWS or Amazon Web Service, Google Cloud, etc. Next one is private cloud. So here there is no involvement of any third party cloud provider. So if we do not want that third party to be involved, we can really follow the blueprint to success that cloud vendor have had, and we can build our own cloud environment. Cloud computing resources used here are exclusively by a single business or organization. So there will be this huge organization, and they will turn their data center into a private cloud where all the resources are secured and which cannot be accessed by the public. Mostly the cloud located physically will be in the company's data center. Next is hybrid computing. Hybrid computing is actually a combination of both private and public cloud. It allows data and application to be shared between them. So hybrid is actually the blend of other two, which is known to be the most popular deployment model. Hybrid uses both public and private based on the purpose and requirements. So there will be a lot of things which we can do by our own. So we will go ahead and rely on a public cloud for those services, and there will be some technologies we can do in-house. So for that, we will be using private cloud. So this will allow a greater flexibility and more deployment options. It also helps optimizing existing infrastructure, security, and compliance. Virtualization. I already explained very well about the virtualization in my previous video. So the virtualization, it actually allows the host to run multiple guests without switching or rebooting into a different system. This virtualization can help us to connect multiple servers. So we'll get a better understanding of virtualization by knowing the concept of hypervisor. So what is hypervisor? Hypervisor is a crucial piece of software that makes virtualization possible. It will isolate hardware component, and that hardware component can be used for multiple servers. The physical machine here becomes a host, and servers or virtual desktops become guests. So as you can see in this picture, there will be a host hardware which includes motherboard, RAM, processor, storage, and network interface card. And there will be this hypervisor which will isolate the host or the hardware component, and then these hardware component can be used individually to each application or host. Here the cloud computing, basically the cloud computing abstracted this concept of hypervisor to implement the virtualization. There are two types of hypervisor. First one is bare metal or native hypervisor. Second one is hosted hypervisor. The main difference between these two types are the first type runs directly on the system hardware, but the second one, or the type 2, runs on a host operating system that provides virtualization services. So as you can see here, for the type 2, there is an intermediate layer between the hypervisor and hardware, which is a host operating system, whereas in type 1, that intermediate layer is not there. So we just can run directly on the system hardware. The main examples for type 1 hypervisor are Hyper-V, Xen, VMware ESX, and type 2 hypervisor are Virtual PC and Virtual Server, VMware Workstation, KVM, etc. So these are the topics I mentioned in the agenda, and I hope you like the video. Thank you.